And action. Hey folks, myself and Indigo here. We were just discussing about the benefits of being selfish. And if you don't know me too well, I'm a pretty selfish guy, and the reason why is because I understand the value in being selfish. For example, many years ago I was traveling around the world, and I was in Hong Kong at the time, and I was on a tour of doing martial arts, and I was doing martial arts all around Asia, and just training for myself really. And there was this girl who I'd met at the time, and she was one of these kind of altruistic sort of types. And but by the way, there's nothing enlightened about being altruistic. It's quite an imbalanced way to be. So anyway, she said to me, she said, "Isn't it really selfish of you to just be going around the world just doing this for yourself? You know, you could be working in some sort of charity and doing some sort of missionary work, or working in an orphanage or something like that, and like helping other people, and rather than just being really selfish and going around and just doing this stuff for yourself." And I thought, interesting point of view. But I didn't share her point of view. And here's why. Because that time that I spent on working on myself, on training myself, then in years to come, I was able to train hundreds of other people in martial arts and improve hundreds of other people's lives through that in many various ways. Anyone who's trained extensively in martial arts will understand how it radically transforms your life and brings you like great fulfillment from doing the training. And it means that wherever you go, people around you are safer, and not just people, but animals as well. I was reading something in the paper the other day, local paper, and a woman was saying that her holiday was ruined because her and her family, they'd come out of their hotel, and they saw a guy on the other side of the street, and he was dragging a dog along on a lead, and he kept on kicking the dog, throwing it up against the wall on the lead and everything. I won't go into too graphic details with number one son here, but it got to the stage where the dog couldn't actually walk anymore, and he actually had to pick the dog up and carry the dog. And this woman was saying how her and her family and all these other people were looking on, and no one did anything, and they were all looking to each other saying, who should we call? We don't know who to call about this. Should we call the police? What's even the police's number? We can't even speak the language. What do we do? And they're all just stood there, and obviously they were concerned, but none of them actually took any action. And someone who's trained in something will have the confidence and the belief in themselves that they can actually go and do something themselves. They don't have to wait for some other authority to come along to take charge of the situation. And I can assure you, if I was there after the first kick went in, that guy wouldn't kick that dog again. So being selfish is a good thing. You got to fill yourself up first before you can help anyone else. You got to work on yourself before you can help anyone else with anything. It's the old saying of in the airplane, when the lights go on and the masks come down, put on your own mask before you help other people put on their masks. You got to look after yourself first to be able to look after other people. And the folks that are saying, "Oh, I don't care about myself, I don't worry about myself, I just help other people, I just look after other people," those people become empty, and then they have to steal energy off other people to try and fill themselves back up again. It's an up and down sort of thing. But if you're constantly looking after yourself, look after yourself first, then you can help so many more people rather than looking after everyone else. You'll just burn out, and you won't be half as productive or half as useful or effective or efficient at anything. So be selfish. It's important to be selfish. It's a thing in society that they tell you not to be selfish. They say, "Oh, that's such. They're selfish." And you grew up hearing it. You grew up hearing it in school. "Oh, you're selfish. You're this. You're that." And what I'm saying is, you've got permission to be selfish. It's good to be selfish. It's important to be selfish in the way that I'm talking about it here, you know. Look after yourself so then you can look after other people better. Not just look after yourself so you can look after yourself. Look after yourself. Keep yourself first. You are number one. And then, like number one son here, you know, I look after myself so then I can look after him much, much better than I could if I didn't look after myself first. So keep yourself first. You're number one. Be selfish. It's important to be selfish. It's crucial. If you want to help more people in the world, you need to be selfish. Okay, hope that made sense to you, and might ruffle a few feathers, but that's good. That's what we're aiming to do, you know. Okay, that's it from me. That's it from Indigo the Phoenix. Until next time, this has been a very important production. Thanks for watching. It's not stopping, Indigo. How do I stop it? Hit the button, Daddy.